So this is Bill.
Welcome back. We're playing Last of Us, or First of Them.
The remaining Gus. The last of
Among Us.
I'm actually not playing, so I'm watching.
Oh, you are, but you're not.
I am, but I'm not. Right.
This is you
The
playing.
best
but
the
this
best
is
way
us
to say it
watching
is
you.
I am playing, but I'm not. I played this earlier. Got through a good chunk of this section with Bill, and yeah, I get to actually just watch now and just sit back and marvel at my awesome gameplay. And at this point, I'm like trying to figure something out on my phone, so I'm not moving the camera. I'm like, I got to keep the story going.
Awesome sauce. That's me as a gamer.
All right, Dan. So, Bracho, you remember what's happening? We met up with Bill. We fought a big old enemy and made it to a little town. And then we
Here.
now we're looking for a truck because we got to see my brother Tommy.
We're not looking for J-holes.
We're always on the
We
lookout.
are-
We're always on
we
the
are
lookout.
the J-hole.
Yeah, we are J-hole. We're waiting to be spat in the mouth, you know.
We're J-Hole and Smelly on an adventure together.
There's no more mouth spitting, remember? She learned.
She's a spitter in training.
I was going to say she did teach Ellie the spitting ways. That's her name, right?
That's true.
Yeah. But Joel likes to call her Smelly. Because it makes it more fun for him when she spits on him if he thinks that she's smelly.
Smelly boys.
It's the kind of thing you can't wash off, all right, Ellie?
I mean, Ellie does have the cure, so like if she constantly spits on people, like maybe that's actually
True.
the solution to this problem. Like just spit in people's mouth, Ellie.
He's encouraging her because it's like a cure for the fucking zombie virus.
Yeah, for the fungus. It like puts it out. It's like putting a salt on a snail, you know?
So instead of like taking her to a group of people who want to do research and develop it into a cure, he just fucking posts up on the sidewalk with a cardboard sign and Sharpie that
It's
just
like,
says,
now I'm not a scientist.
$5 a hawk.
Yeah.
And people come up and pay him, and they just get down on their hands and knees, and she just
Just bring your water, get her throat nice and, you know, full of saliva.
they just get down, mouth agape,
So
looking up.
very
at the heavens.
illegal.
He's like, I got the cure right here, everybody. They're lined up around the
Now, this
block.
ain't no snake oil I'm selling.
Nah, it's true.
Spit.
It's spit.
It's spit. It's a good stuff.
Good
too.
old-fashioned spit. Straight from the mouth of babes.
Just spit and spit. That's all it is. That's all it be.
Oh,
I was just about to try and instruct you to do something, and then I remembered that I'm not watching a human being. I'm watching
right.
a facsimile one.
nice shot, Tyler.
Do you see Swamp Thing's already got a director?
Whoa.
Whoa.
No.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Not confirmed, but pretty much. It's, fucking goddamn it. Dude is, who did Logan.
Wow.
What's his name?
I don't know.
And the new Indiana Jones movie. James Mangold.
Why was that at the tip of my tongue? I had that in my head. I just didn't say it. I was like, I didn't want to sound like I didn't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I was like, Mangold? I didn't know his first
Yeah.
name, but I knew the last.
News leaked about it, that he was in talks for it. And then he posted, an image of Swamp Thing on his Twitter.
Well, that's
So-
pretty cool. Well, I hope that is 100% confirmed. He did great with
Yeah,
Logan.
that'd be a fun director for that. Do you guys
Do you know-
or
Yeah. What?
I don't know if you've heard his voice yet, but do you know who's doing the voice for Bill in this game, Bradshaw?
No.
W. Earl Brown, the guy who plays Dan in Westwood or Devon.
Oh. Yeah.
And he was in the second season, I think, of True Detective.
Yeah, was it season 2?
Yeah, with Velcoro.
That was the dude that was in Mando too, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Yeah, he was in Mando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He as Weequay Proprietor.
Yeah.
Yep. Because he was the Deadwood, analog stuff with Ollie Font.
Yep.
Yeah.
With all the
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
He was the Deadwood.
He was the Dead Man Wood.
He was the Deadwood with the Deadwood.
Oh, he was in Preacher. Interesting.
Preacher, I hardly know him.
Haven't seen that.
Me either. Also, another fun little Swamp Thing fact
Okay.
that I heard, or I read today. He apparently is the origin for Rule 34.
Whoa. What?
It comes from Swamp Thing number 34.
Okay.
Of Alan Moore's run, where Swamp Thing and his girlfriend have sex by her eating like a tuber off of his body, and she goes into some weird psychedelic whatever thing. Yeah,
Okay.
that's where it comes from. Apparently, that's where it comes from.
All right.
Okay.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not disputing it.
I'll
That's
just-
pretty cool.
I'll take your bird for it.
Because it's like they have like I said, they have sex by her, like he has like a tuber, like a potato or some shit, like a tuber vegetable like that.
Hey, okay.
And she eats it, and they kind of convene in some weird psychedelic,
Like Dream World or
Thing.
Dream Realm.
or it's basically that's how they have sex. Yeah, so that's apparently the origin of Rule 34.
There you go, folks.
Swamp Thing number
You
34.
learned something.
Good job,
Swamp
Eric.
Thing 34.
Yeah.
Teaching people things.
Randomly came across it in an article the other day about a similar thing.
Well, now
Random
don't go
random
out there and just willy-nilly search things like Swamp Thing Rule 34, because you might not get what you're
No.
exactly looking for. But
Yeah, it's like you might find this information, but you also might find what Rule 34 is with Swamp Thing.
I mean, it's impossible not to, because it's literally about that subject. So
I know
It
it's
is,
a
yeah.
catch-22.
you've told people to go look at this. Smut.
I did not say to go look at it. I did not.
Hey, I want to be very clear.
Hey, I do not condemn this.
You're doing the little presidential fist,
Yeah.
little thumb thing. Like,
Ah.
I want to be very, very clear that I did not.
Just something I stumbled into. There, go in the doggy door.
We're gonna get the people together. We're gonna get them talking. We're gonna get them talking about holes, hoggy holes. That's right. Hi, I'm Eric Broadshow, and I'm here to tell you about the legend of Augustus Holtz. Dude,
Hi. Just like you're an expert. Hello.
hello. My name's Eric Broadshow, and I'm here to tell you about Augustus Holtz.
And his orangutan
Yeah.
Patronus.
So the article I read may just be wrong. So I'm looking it up and I'm not finding anything else referring to
Macho,
it.
how
So
could you? Don't put your name on this.
what?
Don't just throw out
News.
information and then be like, never mind, my bad, homies.
I have to fucking I have to
Do your due diligence.
I have to fact check, dude. I am the fact boy. If I don't fact check, even if it's something I wish to be true,
It sounded so convincing. I hope it is true.
YouTube is always making posts about misinformation and people claiming to be experts about
I
something.
hope there's a thing that says,
Yeah.
these guys don't know
I'm
what they're
always-
talking about with Rule 34.
I'm always ignoring it. So I don't want to be a statistic where we're one of those people.
That's true.
hey, I never claimed it to be. They said it was this. I'm not sure if it's true.
I think we need
But
to.
Swamp Thing number 34 is the issue where
That shit
where they
happens.
do the do. You know what I'm saying? So
I think we're gonna need you, Eric, to stay up until I don't know 4 a.m. this morning, and
Typical
then
time.
easy.
Easy.
just record. Yeah,
I do that in my
okay.
sleep.
I need you to stay up until 2:30 p.m.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, the
Yep.
tooth hurt an
And
hour.
then at that time, right before you're about to crash, record us a video of you crying in your room in the like dark, but it's just light enough to see you.
So
you
just
know?
like every night,
Yeah, yeah.
he sends me things
And
before
so,
he goes to bed.
or like from the light of your phone on
Yeah.
your face, and you're just like crying a little bit, and you're like, "Hey guys, I just wanted to say I'm sorry about posting that about Rule 34 and Swamp Thing. I didn't mean to." We need
Right,
I
right.
didn't mean to spread that
Soulful
misinformation.
apology
Oh my god.
It sounded suspicious when I read it, but like it lined up,
No, it
so I was like, well, maybe.
it sounds convincing. I mean, I'll subscribe to
It
that.
does not sound at all convincing to me. I was thinking to myself, "There's no way that that's true."
Hey,
No, the only thing I found was just like it was just on someone's on the the famous rules of the internet. Number 34 was
Hmm.
it's weird that they
if
choose
something exists, there's porn of
something
it.
so like I don't know, out of left field as like Swamp Thing to label something as big as that. You know, like
Yeah,
I bet.
Why
I bet
isn't
it
it
just
not
came
something
about
more
because
prevalent?
It was like
it just lined up.
yeah.
it's
That's
just
it.
those weird internet things where it just somehow latches on, or like somebody says it one time and then it continues, or
Right.
the context. Even if you learn the context, if it's not at that time or in that scenario, it really just doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
Right, right.
Wow, you're finding so much stuff.
I'm good at finding stuff.
I I really do hope that there's like a pretty specific call out of how much they're scavenging in the TV show. Like a good scene of Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey just picking up dirty rags and bottles,
Bottles and
duct tape
gears.
gears
Crawling
and
through
duct
J
tape,
holes.
half scissors, and just like specifically him saying to her like, "We can use this. We can build this into shit."
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people just leave half scissors around their house. Like,
I need
What are
to
people
take this
doing?
part with me. The other part's no good. I'm leaving it here.
yeah, I don't need two of these. I just need one half, please.
They're good stabbing implements. I mean,
They
I'll
are.
take the good half. I'll go find. I'll get from the hardware store a replacement half, and we'll be cooking with gas.
they just like took half of it to go stab some zombies, and
So we just read a boy's diary. And it seems kind of sad. Whatever.
No, sad. This game?
Nah, it's not that sad. I guess the boy's diary is not sad. It's just like, oh, they're kind of telling us we got to evacuate. That's pretty much everything. And then, shit went to hell pretty quick.
Tyler, the boy's diary is sad because a boy's diary is pathetic. Okay, you think a man needs to express emotions or have any sort of reflection or introspectiveness? Come on now. A man is an island. He needs no outlet.
Uh-oh.
He needs no support
Hello.
or
Is
Auga! Oh, look,
Joel
I-
runs out of this room.
I
and
got a
slams the
rifle.
door
I was like-
closed. "Don't go in there."
I got the rifle, but I didn't go back and scoped out the painting. I think that was my plan, but I'm like, screw it.
Screw it.
Oh, look, there's
Man,
half scissors.
Bill has been standing in that same spot for a while.
Man, J-hole,
oh, J-hole.
doing my crafting.
Come on now, J-Ho.
What do you think you're doing, J-hole?
Reality check, J-Ho. Time to go. Black, white, green, or blue.
Uh-oh.
Smells
Some
like
of those are
stinky
colors
food.
too.
There's a truck.
Lincoln. So, let's have a fun little discussion. God, what year was it that the zombie survival guide came out? Written by Max Brooks, Tyler.
2005.
2007.
Yeah, it was somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
I think
Um,
Tyler's.
I read it just because it was, a fun read. And it got me thinking about, like, okay, where in our
2002.
town would I, like, maybe, what would my general plan be?
Right.
And so if you were, let's just say, at home or going about your typical day, and you found out or learned about the zombies, what would you do?
I'd go to the lake.
What would you do?
I'd go to the lake.
So you would just get in the car and try to drive to the lake?
I'd go to the lake and I'd put my back to the water and I'd get the boat prepped in case I needed to go to the other side of the lake, and I can like daisy chain, route the enemy or do whatever. But yeah, I would fortify a body of water.
Yeah.
Easy escape.
It's probably smart.
You can swim away from them. Zombies can't swim. You can
Well,
poke at them
I don't
into
know.
the water. You can have them wade out to the water where they're just kind of like reaching up at you, and you can just stab them in the head on your boat.
Maybe they could not swim, but like, still float because of buoyancy and then just make it over there or walk along the bottom
If we're
or
talking
something.
about
I
just
don't know.
typical zombies that are just just
It's so hard to like
shufflers, you know?
gauge. But because you don't know what they would do, I would probably just assume any of those would be possible.
Yeah, water's
Either they
water's
might,
my
like,
big
walk
thing
along
because
the-
it seems
the
like it
bottom
would
or-
slow them down if nothing. And then
For sure.
I can poke them with some other implement that's not like a gun to attract more. Just keep popping them in the head.
Yeah, can you, like, gosh, imagine getting like on a boat trying to go down the Mississippi, right? Because that's like one of the closest, biggest rivers we've got.
Mm-hmm.
And then connecting to that,
How?
and then somehow getting to like, how crazy would it be to commandeer, I guess, a huge like ship that you could actually take to another continent?
Yep. Even just like
I would try
floating
to go
with the
north.
currents,
I would go as far north as possible, so I'd hit the cold. Because if they're just if the zombies are just decaying bodies, then they'd freeze and they won't be able to do anything. So,
Mm-hmm. That's smart.
or go like far south, because then it'd be so hot they'd decay
Yeah,
and
decomposition, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe try to get somewhere not like necessarily tropical, but just like definitely hot, like Florida,
Like-
even.
Or Florida or Arizona would be good.
Is if you were in like England, you could go to like the cliffs of Dover or someplace that's like that has a natural kind of defensive aspect to it, like cliffs and plateaus. That'd be cool. Be able to climb up there and just know that you're not going to be touched.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't touch me.
Don't be poking me.
Zombie, don't touch.
Zombie don't poke. Zombie don't scare.
Yeah.
Zombie don't bite me or pull my hair.
What would be your go-to like melee weapon in the zombie apocalypse? Like, what do you think you're fit with?
Both staff.
A bow staff? So you can just
Bow staff.
clock them on the head?
Bow staff.
Yeah, bow staff with some sort of. Well, I guess it wouldn't be with some pointy things on it, so I can
Honestly-
bop you and stab you, but also whack you.
I'd probably just try to go for things like a baseball bat or a crowbar or
An axe would be good.
an axe. I think a baseball bat and then just driving nails through it would be pretty good.
Yeah,
'Cause even with a baseball bat, you can do some damage.
Yeah.
I went with the staff because it gives you some range too.
Yeah, you can push
don't
them.
have to get too
You
close.
push them away from you
Yeah.
a little bit. That's why they say, like, I remember from the zombie survival guide, they said like a Shaolin spade.
Yeah,
It's like a long
Yep.
staff with like a little sharp
staff with the.
blade on the top.
Yep.
Well, just like get a big long stick and tie a knife to the end of it to make a spear.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Like a machete at the
Like-
top or something.
I want to be able to whap and stab, dude.
Whap and stab. Yeah. And I had, like, back when I was reading it, I was thinking, like, okay, well, there's just a big shield. Like, if you could actually get to the big shields out there in Fargo and just like,
Yeah.
lock that place down, that's
Lock
pretty
that
good.
bitch down. Yeah. Yep.
Ride the Ferris
'Cause
wheel.
I
Hell yeah,
believe
dude.
that they do have some subterranean,
Yeah, there's
building as well.
there's J holes in there for sure.
Gotta give it to the Shields people. They know how to make a J hole.
Or like,
Yep.
I've never seen the Microsoft campus from far. I've only seen it from far away. Maybe that would be
One of
good.
the problems with that is it's a lot of windows.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of the physically most secure, or places that could become the most secure, the most
Oh,
easily.
they would totally lock down
Fargo
Shields.
Dome?
Like Shields would be the first thing to lock down. They have ammo, they have guns.
It would be the first place that people would go to like loot. And,
Hell yes.
Yeah.
That and
Dude,
grocery
if you could lock
stores.
down the Fargo Dome, that'd be pretty tight.
It would be. That's like
You got.
That's got tunnels.
That's gotta
Got
be the-
a lot of space. Period. It's got all those boxes.
that's the QZ.
It's
That's
got-
definitely the QZ.
Well, do you
It's
think
got-
they
got
would definitely use
kitchens.
that as like a. Well, maybe.
It's got roof access.
Yep. The hospital might be a
There's
good
a
one
lot.
too, because that's got like.
the
Yeah.
hospital would be fucking awful, dude, because people would be trying to go there for medicine and stuff.
But they
You wanna
after they
avoid the
lock that
hotspots.
down, they contain it, and then you can take a helicopter. Like, there's some good stuff in there. You can get all the supplies you need for medicines and.
I would try to get as much supplies as I could, and then honestly, I might just try and like go somewhere natural and just try and like be as isolated as possible and survive off the land and stuff, and then just go to the
Bushcraft.
populated places. when you need it.
Bushcraft.
No, it's not
Usually-
bushcraft. It's survival. There's a difference.
But you can use your bushcraft in surviving.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. Bushcraft will be a tool.
Yeah. I'm super excited to get out there and like start fishing and stuff this spring and summer.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
I should actually think about doing that because I always go to the lake in the summer, but I haven't
Come on down.
gotten a fishing license in a while, so I'll have to do that.
Let's have you and your kids and my kids and us get together. Let's do something.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Have lake adventures.
you can totally. Hopefully, there'd be some time you can come visit us at our lake because we have ample space. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be
You're
fun.
pretty cool.
Oh my gosh!
So, I had a really, as I do, strange thought. Right.
Okay.
What we give names to the meat of different animals that are different from the name of the animal, right? So
Pig and pork.
pig, it's pork.
Yeah.
Lamb, it's mutton. Cow, it's beef, etc. The only two
Chicken.
examples that I can really think of, off the top of my head, are chicken and fish.
Yeah,
Poultry.
but that could be
wow.
like. Does that?
Why
like,
did I not think of that?
poultry is like?
Yeah.
Could that be like also a name
Fish.
for like pheasant or what? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Bracho. I never thought
Deer
about
and
that.
venison.
The word poultry.
Venison is deer. Yeah. Fish.
Or
Yeah.
elk,
Fish. The
or,
only other
like,
thing.
The
only other thing-
bovine-esque.
Yeah.
I don't know
The only
the
other-
actual. But
the
what
only
about
o-
fish? Because like tuna
That's
is
what I was
tuna,
gonna say.
ahi ahi is ahi ahi. You know, like
The only other thing you could say for fish is seafood, right? That's
or
about
maybe-
it.
Or maybe the generic term of
And
like a
shellfish.
fillet.
Whitefish, shellfish.
Yeah. I just like,
Yeah. Tuna. I don't know. Yeah.
but typically we don't call it poultry. You're not going to say I would like the poultry option. You know, you say I
No.
want the chicken.
Chicken,
Give me the
yeah.
fried chicken. But
Right.
we'll say like, oh, the braised beef, not the braised cow.
raised cow.
Yeah.
It's just weird that we like default to certain things, but that's so weird that I
And
never
other things
the
don't. Yeah.
word poultry never even crossed my mind.
Right. 'Cause poultry is usually like what we use for like birds we use as food, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What? Because that had to have just come from when we were eating whatever, and everything was just it's bird, so we're gonna call it poultry.
yeah.
If we call it the animal, it's gonna get confusing.
Right.
Bring me cow. Well, do you mean the animal or the food? Well, beef.
Right.
Oh. Because we're too smooth brained.
Yeah,
Who's branded?
just like a marble.
Bring me the beef.
Just popping fools.
Finish it off. Oh my god. They're bringing back like Mountain Dew, Pitch Black, and a couple of other things.
Oh, they
and
did. They
I
did.
did.
I have
I
it.
have. I had
So-
some too. It's pretty good.
they
Yep.
have advertisements up that just say "Do it," and I really wish that they would fucking use Palpatine just on the Death Star, but he's got a
Do it.
little pitch black dew in his hand, and he just do it.
Oh, you know they wanted to. Like, hey, we should totally talk to Disney about this.
He turns around in his chair. They like edit the scene. They just put a Mountain Dew in his hand. They turns around in his chair and it's like, I'm afraid that this battle station is quite operational.
And then he's like, you hear like a sick guitar riff, like, do it.
It's like the scene with Anakin. No, that's not the soda way.
I can't do that to the dew.
That's not the lemon lime way. Do it.
Oh, I changed my shirt as I jumped over that ladder.
It always happens where you're jumping over something, coming out of something. It's always like super transitional, not just the cut.
Right?
I'll go check out this side of the house.
Oh, this is where we meet up with Frank.
Bill, somebody had the same idea. They stole my shit.
Well, then what the hell is Plan B?
You ought to be thankful you're still drawing breath. That was Plan A, B, C, all the way to fucking Z. And furthermore, tell Tess that she can take
Don't
this
you
job.
bring Tess into this.
Shove it right
It has
up
nothing to do with...
You can shove it right up her tea-hole.
Oh shit, the upper T-hole?
This guy or something?
That's what you said, Eric. You
That's
attributed T-hole to Tess. So
Yep.
I'm just keeping it alive, brother.
Yep. He's my partner.
He's the only idiot that would wear a shirt like that. He's got bites. Here. And he...
Reckon he didn't want to turn.
Yeah, guess not.
So this is not something that I knew about the show or
Yeah.
this game. And so I doubt it's something that you are aware of either, Broad Show. But I thought that it was something that was kind of cool. Apparently in the show, they gave the character Joel, he's like either deaf or very, very hard of hearing in his right ear from firing guns, you know, for so many years, for like 20 plus
Oh
years.
yeah.
And they specifically did, that's not the case in the game.
Okay.
And they specifically made that choice to say, we're building in some sort of like, some sort of weakness so that he's not just a Superman in the game where he's getting stabbed in one part of the game, shot in another part, you know, beat the fuck up, and he still keeps ticking. And we want to
Right.
make him have something to seem more human.
Well,
And
and he's
I
like
think that's a
super
really good
old.
choice.
Also, he's
Yeah.
weathered in
Like 55, I think.
yeah, he's getting up there. I think he actually aged. He drops his age in the most recent episode. He's got 50 something. He's up
Yeah, because I
there.
remember in the first episode, he said he was like 30 something.
Yeah, at the beginning, and then it's like 20 some years later.
Good idea. I'll give you a holler.
I don't.
Give you a holer.
Give you holes.
I really don't know. It's so hard to, because Tyler, you and I have kids. We have like,
I have children.
and Eric, you have your parents. You have your friend. Like we all have things that in our current like established life are so commonplace. So to try and think about the scenario of like, oh, what would my life be like 20 years into this? Do you still have any of those people around? Are you still in the same place? What?
I'd put up a good fight. I could say that.
Yeah.
If it's me or them, I would sacrifice myself probably. Or I'd like to say I'd sacrifice myself so they could live a little bit longer.
Yeah, same. I do think that if it were just me, I think that I don't know.
Yeah, that's different. It makes things a little bit more difficult, but yeah. In scenarios where I would have to trust in like the community. I would be like, all right, guys, you get to safety, and I'm going to sign up for whatever like expeditions are for going to get materials and supplies and things like that, so I can keep providing
I don't know that I would want to be a part of a community. Is part of it for me.
with a family.
But
But then again, like we do as humans need that social part of it. But if it's not available, then
Yeah, you'll see later on in this game, not in this gameplay, but there is a scene, and I'll probably take some time to go through it, of a community that like thrives in a little sewer. When we meet up with another couple characters, we go through the sewer system, and there's a community that was made in the sewer, and you see the whole history of like what they did down there. They had like schools and things like that, and you learn some truths in there, and it's kind of it's interesting and sad and everything. What people had to do.
Hey, good job, kid.
fucking, you're interesting and sad, dude.
That fits me pretty well, I'd say.
way to go, William. Ilbertino. He's part of the Red Cross.
Yeah,
He's all right.
he's a good guy.
He's good. Joel sees him getting attacked by a zombie. He's just under his mouth. He's like, "Man, that Bill's a good guy."
He's a good guy. He's a good fella.
Good, solid as a rock. You know.
Man, I gotta talk
Solid as a rock.
to talk to him.
Always count on old Bill.
Old Bill, dude?
Yeah.
Old Bill. Oh wait.
Oh, hey, still here.
Oh wait, you talking about zombie apocalypse?
I know it's been 20 years of fungus, but I've actually been doing all right, you know.
You're a big fat fungus person?
Oh, wasn't it some sort of big fat mushroom person?
Yes, sir. Cordyceps.
Oh, wait.
Brain fungus, I think, sir.
Oh,
Fungus, sir.
fungus, fungus.
He chuckles to himself after he makes that rhyme. Fungus among
Yeah,
us.
he likes it. He makes himself laugh.
Fungus among us.
I've been told I'm a pretty fun guy.
I'm a pretty fun guy.
He like turns around. He's like, I think I've got something for mold here in the kitchen. And he like turns around. And he's digging, and we just hear Clarice from off screen like starts clicking. You know, oh shit!
Oh, aren't you some kind of dead person?
Weren't you some kind of federal agent or something?
You ain't gonna make it. Oh.
Hey, so I was thinking maybe I could, it's no skin off my nose. I'm really just looking for the skin off your nose. You're not using it, right? You're just a mushroom.
Got your buddy back.
I didn't get all the skin that I want. Because they're not people, they're just a fungus. His little skinning song he sings to himself.
Skinning songs. Yikes. That sounds metal as shit. Skinning songs.
What do you want him to sing? You want him to sing fucking Wheels on the Bus? What
I want him to sing Goodbye Horses.
Goodbye.
Would you fuck me? Oh. Hey, we're driving in our truck. Driving a truck.
I'm driving my truck.
Driving a big old truck.
Driving my truck.
Hope I get a skin suit, yeah.
Driving a truck until the break of dawn. Driving a truck with my high heels
skin
on.
suit on.
Driving my truck.
With my skin suit on.
Back at
Who's gonna see him? He's up there in the cab.
Stuff was just lying there.
Is that what you gave
What else did you get?
Texas Chainsaw a 2?
2.5.
2.5?
Yeah, 2.5.
This might
So,
be all the stuff.
yeah, I mean,
That is actually before
it wasn't
my time.
bad. It just really didn't do much for me, honestly.
Yeah, it's.
It-
I guess it would be like because I saw that at a pretty young age too. Like
Better than nothing.
I grew up watching a lot of horror. Like I remember one of my earliest memories was like Halloween, and then I watched Texas Chainsaw, and then the fucking weird one with was it Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey? That one kind of screwed me up. That was weird. Like they had like a dinner
Is that
party.
3 or is that 2?
I forget. It's probably 3.
Why is it all stuck together?
That whole scene when they're having dinner and just Matthew McConaughey's going nuts, and then the Leatherface dude is just like yelping, like, I'm like, what am I watching?
Yeah. There was definitely some stuff in the first one where it was like, this is great. This is, I see, like, this is doing it for me. And I can see overall why it was a big deal when it came out and why it was,
Yeah.
like, so shocking. And even now, it's not like the stuff that's in it is way too past, decency. It's just that even today, there are people that don't make some of the choices that they make in that movie.
I know, and a lot of people are like, this actually happened, like this was in Texas, like things like this happened all the time. I'm like, I don't know if this is true or not. If like there was an incident with somebody that like killed people with a chainsaw, but I doubt they had like a leather face mask. Like
No.
I was like, okay, like yeah, I bet somebody did kill somebody with a chainsaw once. Like that could have happened, sure.
The part that was the creepiest for me was the scene when the boyfriend when they go off to go swimming and the boyfriend goes off to he sees that other farm and he's gonna go ask him about the gas, etc.
What about the guy?
And he sees the area with all the cars covered up. That to me was immediately like, oh, okay, I know like what they're saying here, because the cars of all the victims. But it was creepy to me because I've seen plenty of places that look just like that.
Yeah.
And it is kind of creepy to think like, yeah, I mean, like, you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Most of the time, the reason is because the person,
Okay.
it's part of their industry or their job to like get these old cars and strip them for parts, or their collector who let them to go to shit or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But there are some things where it's like, that's kind of there are some clear signs of hinkiness.
Hey, Wilson.
Hey, Tyler.
You know how we got into talking about Columbo?
Yeah, I'm always into talking about Columbo.
There's a
Christopher Colombo?
there's a show that I think you would totally get into that is like completely an homage to Columbo that is on.
What
Is
is
it that one with what's her name?
Yes. And
Yeah.
yes, it is definitely. She does a spot on like impression of Columbo doing like, yeah, I can't stop thinking about this thing, like she puts her
Exploring?
puts her hands to her forehead and like scratches it really like hard. Just let me think about it. But the gimmick for this,
Natasha Lyonne, that's her name.
yeah, Natasha Lyonne from like American Pie and like
Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New
Good
Black,
for her, man.
Russian Doll.
Russian Doll, what is that?
It's called Poker Face. Is the name of the show.
Poker face, mama, poker
What was that movie
face.
she was in called like Beverly Hills or something like that?
Slums of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Slizzerly Slew.
She has the weird ability to just tell when people are bullshitting.
Yeah, so like the character from fucking Knives Out.
Well, funny you should say that because it's created by Ryan Johnson, who
I
made
know.
Knives Out.
It's apparently it's a part of the same like universe or something.
No, I don't know.
That's what I've seen in people like referencing it, like the new Knives Out, like Poker Face.
It could totally exist in that world, yeah.
I have no idea whether it actually is or isn't. I'm pretty sure I've seen that accredited to that. But regardless, yeah, it sounds interesting.
And I'm always into those like detective kind of ish. Columbo like really got to me. Like I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit and watch this, and like Columbo's got a good like cult following, and the stories are great.
Sucks it's on Peacock though. I don't got Peacock.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's worth it, I guess, for Columbo, because there's like
Yeah.
7 seasons of Columbo.
There's enough on there that I would say it's like I rewatched Heroes, Bradshaw.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Save the cheerleader, dude.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
God, we can fucking digress. I could digress on that for sure.
Yeah, dude. I think my brain just like vacated most of that show out of my
I
head.
think I only watched
Mine
like
too.
the first half of the first season. I don't know. Like I remember watching it.
First season good.
It was,
Yeah, first season's fine.
and then I was like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
Then the
that they-
writer's strike happens, and then everything just goes to
Yes,
shit.
that's right. That happened during that time, and then just shit was weird.
It torpedoed that show hard.
Weird, man. I was watching Heroes.
And the writers just stopped writing.
Oh
for
yeah.
me.
Oh wait.
Just stop writing.
Was he some sort of Peter Petrelli?
It kind of just went downhill, you know. They saved the cheerleader and
But I was waiting for them to save the
all they
world.
saved the world, you know.
I think it started with Dr. Mahinder Suresh or something like that.
Suresh, all right.
He's an Indian fellow, I believe.
Hey,
No, maybe he's Pakistani. I don't.
Is it worth it to go back and watch that?
No.
No. Okay.
It depends what you're looking to get out of it. I don't know.
I don't remember a
you
single
want to
thing
watch the
about it.
first season? Do it, dude.
I don't remember a single thing about it. So I'm
Just watch the first season. It's good.
I
The
think
art in
season
it,
1 and 2
the
is
comic
like-
booky, the comic booky art by by Isaac or whatever his name was is done by Tim Sale. That was pretty cool.
the
Yeah.
dude that like
Did
prophecy,
Long
like, he
Halloween and
was-
stuff like
It
that.
was like a prophecy panels, I guess.
Yeah,
This is
and then he
gonna happen.
died. So
somebody's superpower was they could tell the future, and their way of expressing it at first is painting it, whether because they're a comic book artist.
Right. That's kind of
he's a painter, but it was done by a comic book artist.
Pretty gnarly stuff in here.
Well, the character of Isaac in the show is an artist for a comic book, so
Oh,
that's
is
why.
he? I thought he was
Yeah.
just a painter.
Well, yes, he's a painter, but he makes part of his money through painting by,
Oh, okay. Like I said, I don't remember shit about that show.
I echo
do
that.
you rem-
Yes.
Do you remember the brother and sister characters who get introduced in, I think, season 2 it might have been, or maybe beginning of season 3? They're on the run from Mexico, and they're one of them can, like, when she gets upset, she makes everybody around her get sick and die, and her brother is the
Whoa.
cure for it.
What?
Kind of.
Maya and Alejandra.
Oh yeah,
I think
Maya.
her name is.
Yeah.
But every single time that her brother says her name, he says, Maya.
Oh,
Every time. Maya.
That was my favorite thing in like TV shows, like picking up on some characters' small idiosyncrasies, like if they said something different, or if they just like that was their catchphrase, you know. Like when I was watching Lost, and I would always like go back and like go on the message boards, and people would be talking about the latest episode, and they'd be like having a checklist, like, all right, this happened, and one of them was one of the characters named Saeed. He would always be looking for batteries. So like because he was like this tech guy that would like fix their radio equipment, and he was like, I just hope the batteries would last. And he would say it in such like a deep like British accent, and how he says batteries was batteries, you know, batteries. And that's how people would spell it in the message boards, like Saeed got his batteries. Ooh, Joel looking pretty gray now, huh? His hair changes from gray to brown to black.
No matter. Let's just keep moving. Let's see what we got.
Power.
Give me the power.
I watched because they just announced season 2 is coming out, I think Friday. I watched the first season of Clarkson's Farm.
Oh yeah,
That was awesome.
right. I love when he's picking out his fucking tractor and shit.
Here's the bridge. That's our way out of here.
When he's picking up little potatoes, he's like, "I've grown a thing."
Oh damn it.
Making noises I've never heard a grown man make.
Jesus.
Baby Jesus. Oh yes.
Uh,
Good. Something else you can drive me crazy with.
Who the fuck is whistling?
Ellie.
Stop it.
She's
That's not.
learning.
Tell her to shut up, dude.
Yeah, now's not
You
a good
kick
time
her?
to learn to whistle.
Can you kick her in the ankle? Kick her in the ankle.
Just
Shut the fuck up.
put your finger into your
Again,
mouth
I forget
and
you're
put that
not
finger
actively
into
playing
your-
this right now.
I keep thinking that too. You said something when you said about his hair. You're like, "Hey, nice hair," and then your camera moved around him as if to view his hair. And I was like, "Yeah, what? Oh, wait, that's not him."
I think I just remembered playing this and being like, when he stepped out into the daylight, like his hair turned gray. I was like, oh, that's weird.
Can't let everyone in.
That reminds me of one of my favorite lines from. It's one of the things that I just latched onto is those like little lines that I randomly like
Mm-hmm.
from Kill Bill.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking Mr. Carradine in that opening scene of the second part. He's talking about the guy that Uma Thurman's gonna marry.
Yeah.
And he says, "I like his hair."
That's right. He has some kind of like lateral lisp when he says it. I like his
Yeah, and every
hair.
time that somebody like mentions somebody else's hair specifically, like most of the time I think about
how
fucking
Bill
Mr.
said
Carradine, just like,
his hair.
"I like his hair." The way he bobs his head when he does it.
Yeah, I know exactly that scene. I like his hair.
I like his hair.
Oh, I got shot in the face.
Man, I kind of there's just random stuff that pops into my head and then it leads to other things
Yeah, dude.
like that. I don't remember what got me thinking about it, but something the other day got me thinking about the scene from the 10th Kingdom.
Oh no,
Of
not the pearl,
when they're-
not the ring. Singing his goddamn songs, his limericks.
No, but wait, I think it comes from. Does it? No.
It better not
Yeah,
come from
no.
that nightmare fueled ring. Should have
Well-
stayed in that goddamn fish.
No. Well, it did.
Fucking nightmare.
No, it came out of the fish.
I know it should have stayed in that goddamn fish.
Yeah, just stayed in the fish.
Don't come out of that fish. Stay.
Don't come out the fish now. But I was thinking about the scene of the when they're in the Little Bo Peep village, and there's that like village idiot guy,
Yes.
and I almost just called him John Bernthal. That's not who that is.
Just call him John Bernthal.
The fucking Punisher, dude.
the night court man is not John Bernthal.
Oh, Larroquette?
Which
Larroquette.
We'll get there.
Larroquette?
John Larroquette.
Strange seeing a checkpoint.
But now I'm really picturing
The
John Bernthal
Punisher.
in that role in the 10th Kingdom. John Bernthal. God fucking damn it! I just did it again.
Just stick with it. Stick with it. It's fine.
John Bernthal is berating basically the village idiot. The guy, the stupid fucking smile he makes after he says it. He says, "Oh no, sir. My father, he was a complete idiot. I'm only a half-wit. And then he does this, like, little smile with fake teeth in and stuff. And why is it burned into my brain? Why does my brain lead there? The neural pathways are crisscrossed, I think, somewhere.
There's a reason, dude.
What would Freud say about that if I wanted to tell him about the village idiot man and John Bernthal?
So you'd think it'd have something to do with the penis.
Yeah, you're associating something with something else, and then it just, your brains are on that path. Like, it's easy. I guess when you look at the wiring of your brain, you'll be able to understand it. Like, that leads to this. This leads to that. Bum, 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 bum.
Right now, Tyler, is the very first moment that I'm like, okay, I feel an urge that I kind of want/need to interact with this new voice AI.
Okay.
I want to make Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson have a conversation about the 10th Kingdom and John Bernthal.
And then every time, like, whoever is, like, trying to interrupt and say, like, it's not John Bernthal, it's John Larroquette. And he's like, well, I don't care. It's John Bernthal. Like,
No. Look it up. It's Bernthal.
Look it up. Pull it up, Jamie.
He was in there from the beginning. And Joe Rogan's like, no. Yes.
You serious?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Oh, no. Now I'm having reasons to use that thing.
Well, I'm definitely going to be playing with that and toying with that soon. And I do want to do a Buffalo Bill, and I do want to do a Werner Herzog. And
if we can make those happen, I would be very happy.
Talking together?
Werner?
Dude, we can make Quint. We can make a Quint. We can make a Hooper.
Hooray!
We can make a Master of Disguise.
I'm talking about a great white Chiefy.
I'm talking about a great big fat person, Chiefy.
Hooray! What's that?
Was he some sort of great big fat person? Yes, sir. Great white, I think, sir.
You wanna talk about porkers, Mr. Hooper? Porkers. Well, you've got $10,000 worth of tuna in a $3,000 net, and then along comes Mr. Whitey. He makes that $10,000 net job look like Kitty's scissor class after it's done making paper dolls.
Oh,
Quonk.
you don't say.
Herbie Robinson. Dozens mate.
Hooray! That's my favorite thing that Dana Carvey did in Master of Disguise when he said that shit.
I remember it well. I lived it every night.
Talking about a great
years.
white. Just the guys is like dumbfounded look, like, what? I'm talking about a great white Chiefy.
I'm talking about a great white Chiefy. Summer of July, 1974. 300 kids go in the water. 297 make it out. Ice cream man, he take the rest.
Something was up with that fucking movie, dude. Dana Carvey. I've been listening to his podcast, hoping that he would talk about Master Disguise. He recently had Bill Burr on, and they just talked about like drumming. And Dana Carvey, if you know, he's really good at drumming. But I just want him to talk about that movie and how fucking weird that movie is. And him just
Get into his DMs on Twitter.
yeah, talk about it.
Or ask to be the guest that comes on the podcast to ask him about it.
Yeah, we need to, like, a connecting thread. Like, hey, we watched
Mr.
yours,
Carvey.
and it spurned into this weird, like, hey, we're doing the connecting thread thing, and it started with your fucking movie.
I mean, we really did give it I'm going to say our damn best shot to really actually analyze that movie a little bit.
Yeah, we did. I mean,
We were not just grasping at urine, you know?
exactly.
Not just taking the piss.
I didn't take any piss.
No,
But I took
No.
off here.
I took a piss.
Tinkle was tooken.
Oh, Tinkle tooken.
No tinkle was tooken, dude. No tinkus was tokest.
Oliver tooken.
No tanky tinky, dude.
Oh, Tinky Tanky.
No tinky tank.
Yeah, no tanky tanky, dude.
Make your own variations of like colloquial little sayings like that, and say them all the time. So much so that people have to ask, like, "What are you saying?" You're like, "No tinky taken."
What do you
No,
think?
no tinky tanky, dude.
No piss taken, man. Come on. Jeez.
No, no pissed. I'm not taking the piss.
I'm not taking the piss.
I'm not tanky tanky, dude.
I'm sorry. I've not seen anybody that fits that description. No ticky tacky. No ticky tacky.
What did you say? Christopher Columbo?
Christopher Columbo.
Just for Columbo, dude.
The idea of Columbo in the role of Christopher Columbus, like sailing on the
Yes. I want to see that happen.
Yeah.
ship, like calling up his first mate, like, what is our current course that we're on right now?
I understand. I understand that.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much. I just needed to confirm, you see, because I had it in my head that we was going to Australia.
I gotta call the wife. I
No
gotta call the
tinky
wife.
tanky.
Oh, thank you very much. That's all I needed from you. No tiki taki.
No Tinky Tanky.
No tinky tanky.
We have to make a Columbo AI.
Oh, that dude, Peter Falk. Yeah, I gotta
Like,
remember that
we
now.
need to. We can make our favorite little characters have
Go
conversations.
fuck yourself, dude. Go fuck yourself.
We can make Quint talk to Peter Falk, and they can talk to Andre the Giant.
Archer,
and
is
we
that a
can be
shirt?
talking to-
Is that a goddamn shirt?
Oh my god!
What?
Like a picture of Peter Falk with like him like kind of like rubbing his head and looking at the camera and saying, "Go Falk yourself."
That should be.
I want that shirt.
not.
dude. I'd wear that every day to work, and they'd be like, "All right, that's not appropriate."
I would too.
I'd be like, "I don't care. It's Peter Falk. Shut up."
How is it inappropriate? There is no cursing on it. It is only suggestive.
It's very suggestive.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's Peter Falk.
If you have a problem with Falk, you have a problem with me. All right?
Are you falking me? Are you falking with me?
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you telling me that I cannot wear the grandfather from The Princess Bride on a shirt? Are you trying to tell me that?
Are you taking the?
Are you
Tinky
Are you taking my
tinky tanky?
tinkies?
Are you tinky tanky right now?
Tinky?
Tinky tanky.
We got to start using that more. You know,
No, you don't.
you're not taking the piss. You're not tinky tanky right now.
I'm tinky tanky right now.
You're not tinky.
You know, tinky tanky.
That's the new like no cap or whatever.
Bussin',
No tiki tanky. Hey.
Tinky tanky.
dead ass.
Dead ass tinky tanky, dude.
That ass. Tiki tanky.
Oh wait, are you dead ass bussin' straight up for real? For real?
That's
Right
no
now?
tinky tanky.
No ticky tacky.
Oh. Well, over here on the Christopher Columbo's dead ass no tinky tanky.
Baby.
Chris,
I don't know what this is. What do I look like? Christopher Columbo?
Let's see where this leads us.
God damn it.
We've seen where this leads us.
Up,
This leads us
sleeds us.
up and back
Leads us?
down.
Watch yourself on these drops.
Watch yourself on these.
Butts.
Plops.
Watch yourself.
What?
Down. Up. Left. Right.
AB, select start.
All right, cheat code. Big head mode.
What?
Oh my god.
Joel, what are you saying?
It's fucking Konami code, Ellie. Shut up. Smelly Ellie.
Don't you know?
Don't even know about cool video game stuff.
Man, I should be spitting in your throat.
I should be spitting in your console.
Spit.
Where's your N64? Get it out. Pull it out.
What?
I was waiting for her to say something about the picture. She sometimes, the AI gets kind of fucked up.
Savage Starlight.
Aren't you going to talk about your goddamn movie? Savage Starlight?
What, you like
No.
that? You like that kind of bull hacky?
I can't make that jump.
Do you think the water's green because of, like, the fungus?
Probably.
Probably.
So swampy.
It would make sense for there to be more particulate. Particulate holder.
Also, I don't know if you guys have watched MacGruber, but that's on Peacock also. And I'm a fucking fan of MacGruber. Just because he's like, you know, trying to be, is it Don Johnson? Or who is it? I forgot. No, it's not Don Johnson. That was Miami Vice. Whoever the fuck. MacGyver guy, yeah.
Yeah.
He does it so well, and they made it into a show now on Peacock.
Interesting.
With the same
And
cast.
That's Will Forte, right?
Yeah, it's Will Forte, and it's like
Oh,
it's
I
got
love Will
Billy
Forte.
Zane. Billy Zane's in it, and Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah. Good old fucking fish murderer. Trout torture.
Trout torture?
Fish burn. Trout torch.
Torture?
To torch a trout.
Torture?
Torture.
Richard Dean Anderson was MacGyver. Good old Richie Dean. So yeah, it's just like this real gung ho guy that thinks he knows what he's doing in any situation, but he's so inept that he like does the wrong thing every time, but somehow it's just luck is on his side, and he just gets away with shit. It's just goofy. It's a fun, goofy comedy. There's a full like song. Kirsten Wig, or I think that's how you say her name, right? Kristen or Kirsten?
Kristen.
Is it Kristen?
Yeah.
Kristen Wig. She does a song where she just rhymes whatever she wants into a song, and it goes on forever. And people are like, she's doing it at like a bar or something like that, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" And she's trying to make it sound like it's really poetic and beautiful, but like she has a great voice and everything, but she makes it sound legit. But just how it's so tedious and it goes on forever, just you can't help but laugh at it.
Right.
It's so good.
Fucking, you're so good, kid.
Oh my god, you're on a roll with these compliments.
Good. You're so good.
Well, we're getting towards the end of my playthrough here. We're just going to make it inside this little hotel here.
Just jump through this J-hole.
Now you just need to find a way up.
Plank.
Planked.
Do you think those hunters are gone?
The hotel gra.
Hotel Gra.
Gra.
Grah.
Gra. Gra.
You know what? I'm just thinking about that beautiful orangutan boy we had earlier.
I know, dude. Jesus
Dancing through the
Christ.
skies. It's so majestic.
That was the funniest
Greatest.
shit walking out of the forest.
It's like, just walk it, just appears. It's like,
He's like, you summoned me?
I've called him, in my head, I've named him Princeton.
Okay.
Okay.
And to me,
Sounds very
when he
regal.
gets summoned, he's fucking strutting. Like he's
Princeton
listening to the Bee
Applebaum.
Gees kind of strutting, you know?
Kristen
yeah.
Applebaum?
He's just like, ow.
Yeah, Applebaum. That's his last name. Princeton Applebaum.
He's got to have like the third
What-
or the second or something.
Yeah, like what's his little title we can give him?
Esquire.
Esquire? He went to law
Princeton
school?
Applebaum.
Junior.
Esquire,
Oh,
yeah.
Princeton Applebaum
Anybody questions
Jr.
him about it, he pulls out a little spectral, like, framed
Yeah. Well, let's
doctorate.
consult Princeton Applebaum Esquire, all right? He just comes out solving cases, dude, eating
He's an
bananas.
orangutan. He's like a
Fucking
little
shit.
bit more chill than the others.
Just a little bit, yeah. He likes to like play with his belly button and shit.
He's always hanging out in holes with Augustus, so he's just like used to not doing too much.
Yeah.
Beaver, we know how to be.
I really hope that Patronus, if nothing else, gets transferred over to the gameplay.
That's weird.
If an orangutan appears in
If it
that
does,
game, I'm gonna
Throw that whole
explode.
thing away.
Throw the game and throw it in the garbage. Like, god damn it, I can't even have my
Break the
orangutan.
system. Like,
It's too
if Princeton
much.
Applebaum Esquire does not get transferred over, I'm gonna be angry.
Princeton Applebaum Esquire. We need to make him with AI. We need to make the spectral orangutan Princeton Applebaum Esquire.
Should I tell Chat GPT to write me a story about Princeton?
It's an Applebaum Esquire?
Yeah.
Orangutan at large?
Orangutan at law, because he's Esquire.
At law.
Yeah.
At least at law.
Yeah. At the very least.
Princeton Applebaum, ace attorney. Ape attorney.
Ape attorney.
Ape attorney.
That would be a good Photoshop. Just fucking put an orangutan on the cover of Phoenix Wright.
Give me ape tit.
Need help with your divorce settlements? Call Princeton Applebaum Esquire.
Does that Applebaum sounds like a lawyer name, don't you think? A little bit like a law firm, Applebaum Law Firm.
Yeah.
I would like call that number. Have you been hurt in a crash?
Sound effect.
Have you been hurt and you need money fast? Call Princeton Applebaum Esquire.
And it's just a monkey, he's just a orangutan. He's like,
He's just an orangutan in a suit.
and be like,
Just
fuck yeah, I'm
chilling.
calling that number. I'm calling that number right now. I want to see who picks up that goddamn phone.
Oh
In his pocket, he's got a banana in his pocket.
I couldn't be happier right now.
All right, that's my playthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back with more pre-played games.
We will be back.
We shall be back.
Yeah.
Um,
Tyler, Wilson, me, fucking Princeton Applebaum Esquire.
the gang's all here.
He's
Gang's
always
weird.
with us in spirit. We just need to summon him. We just need to make him apparate.
I'm gonna do that right now.